Here's a sneak peek of the list. This is where we're going to be playing today. We're going in with Ranked. We're playing Monkey D. Luffy from OP13. There'll be a comprehensive breakdown at the end. There'll be a deck list in the description below. It's a good matchup. We're going into 2 Namis, and both were very good games. Let me know what you guys think. All right, see you there. All right, here we go again, ladies and gentlemen. That is not a good hand. That's a much better hand. We developed this turn, I think. We're going against Nami from OP11. We've got the boys in rotation. They put us on first. I think we got to take this. And we'll say, go ahead. We do lose the Brook, though. I do like the Brook in this matchup. Especially because they tend to run the Whitebeard, 10 cost. Right? They don't start with girl. We're going to throw out Laboon just to protect our board going forward, and we have a nice searcher we can lay it down with as well. Yeah, I was like, I don't think they're playing any removal that I need to worry about, but we're going to make sure. We're just going to keep punching. Your hand's getting low. Yeah, there's the Nami. Okay, so now I'm not afraid to lose a life this turn. Find a Robin, not particularly helpful. Gonna put that there and go 7. I'm okay with that, sure. I'm okay with losing 2 lives in a turn because they already burned 1. I don't want to actually sit at 3 because if they play another one of these, I'd fuel their hand. Attack 6 at this. Attack 7 at this. Cool. I get to eat their hand up. They probably would have taken a life there, but they did not want to lose the Zora, which is fine with me. Oh, you can stop my Sanji from attacking. That's nice. But guess what? No, you can lay those down, bud. They tried to remove my Laboon. I find that to be rude. You can't take these out. You don't have big enough numbers. You can go 7-7 at them, it won't do nothing. Finds a girl, though. I'd like to murder that. Do I do that next turn? Maybe. But these aren't really impressive. Yeah, no, you can have it. Sure. Zoro's pretty good, though. They do have an 8,000 body on board, so I think that's actually better. Give me your last 2 cards out of hand. Man, we're kind of in control of this one, ladies and gents. Wow, they are not in a good spot. I'm almost tempted to not hit them, but I'll hit them. Fine. They've got so few resources. So I don't turn the Usopp sides because there's nothing for it to attack in any favorable way. Yeah, but you're going to hit. For 7, you get a Dawn. Yeah, that's cool. That's fine with me. You're not playing a 10 beard now. Working on maybe a Gecko Moria. No, really, you want to load up everything and just go? That's not the end of the world to me either. I got board protection. I got 3 things restanding. Oh, yeah, there you go. I'll give you a 2K, sure. You get 1 card out of my hand. Oh, we could devastate them this turn. Gosh, I do really like the devastating them idea. I think they're just in a lot of trouble now. What do you guys think? They're going to be all right? They could dump their whole hand. Ooh, they get a Kikinojo out. But this is why we're attacking before we commit into our combo. There's no reason to let them have anything. I actually think they just die here. They haven't committed their cards yet. They have to commit 2 here. If they don't, they just die because I can go 19 at them. They're gonna die. Yep. There's nothing that can save you. Sorry there, guy. GG. Well, that was nice and definitive. Man. Yeah, I think they countered a little too hard to save that Zoro. The fact that I got multiple cards out of their hand that turn. Yeah, their hand was gone. And we always make sure to take 2 lives in a turn when we can, instead of just going down 1 at a time, because I didn't need to feel that hand like that. They did have the Gravity Blade. Look at this guy. He was trying to Grav Blade me. That's why Laboon is important. Or the Robin. I am running 4 Robin in this list now, because I went 4 Robin, 2 Laboon, because I just said, you know what? I'm tired of people trying to do this to my board. But we were in a good spot. But that actually would have been devastating if I'd gone Nami replaced Laboon, and then Luna, because then they could have fired back with the Grav Blade, removed both of these. That's not the end of the world, because then I just get to have these guys. And they haven't developed anything for the turn, so they were in trouble either way. And then, you know, if they went to 0, the new gate wasn't going to be enough. That was just kind of brutal for them. I don't know. We're climbing the ladder. We're climbing fast. I haven't lost a game in quite a while. Like, I will post when I lose. I haven't. All right, well, let's see if we can find another opponent to abuse. All right, here we go. Our opponent chose to go second. Puts us on even curve. This is a decent-ish hand. We're just missing some of our, like, attackers. I like having the anti-removal. I like having the Garb. I guess we keep. We gotta take this. Goodbye, Laboon. This is why I switched over the Robins for the Laboons. I just hate seeing all that. They missed Girl, which is good for us. Guess what? 5. If they choose to Zeus here and just kill this, I will be sad. That would be a very heads-up move. Yeah, you have too many cards in hand. You actually can't draw off that. And they just play a Kiku. That's so good for me. Yeah, we'll deploy this. We just came off a game against Nami. Maybe I'll post them back to back, but we'll see. This is ranked as well. So we've just been playing a bunch of ranked games. We're finding a lot of Namis on the list. They choose to take aggressively. Okay. So they've developed a Kiku Nojo. I'm okay with taking a life as long as they don't play a couple of cards. They're too heavy. They haven't developed anything. And they haven't triggered nothing. They're not in a good spot, to be honest with you. Is that like a Nami? They don't have anything under leader yet, so that feels like that could be a Nami. Nope. You still don't get to draw because you've got too many cards. It's just a Borso. Man, we're in a good spot. We'll go Garp here. So the decision is between the Sanji and the Luffy. I can play both. This is pretty dang good. I think I need more stand-up because I do want to develop this. But double attack's so good against yellow decks. Yeah, I'll get 3 back a turn. I'm going to take this. We're going to develop some double attack. Let's see if you want to heal. You'll have no board presence, and I just developed the double attack. Okay. Rips 2 cards out of their hand. I'm okay with that. And we've got the most devastating combo our deck can possibly ask for. They reveal the Robin. They do have enough to play it, which means I'm just going to go everything out. Yeah, that is correct. You do not want to let me have that. Okay, the game has decided that I am going to choose violence today. So I'm going to develop this, I think, for 4. Just say, hey, I'm going to have some restand. And then we're going to go 7 double. I'll need 3 of these, so I can go 7, 7, 7 at them. Man, Luna is going to go crazy for a while. You should be taking these really aggressively. Probably not this particular hit. I'd probably get out of this one, but like both of these I would take if I was them. No trigger on that one either. Man, their trigger luck has been bad. And another 2K, man. I guess I could have gone 1 heavier there, so that should have been an 8. There's Newgate. Well, I'm glad we got this. That's a 9-10. I don't have a good 11. Do Do I give him 2 1s? No, I need the 2 I have. Now I have a good 2. Oh, yay. 7. Every time. 7. Now what do we want to do? Develop the guy? Probably. Let him heal. He could also free block. And another 2k out of it. This is going to be a grindy match. Okay. We got 5 up. And we've got a ton of stuff. Another Newgate's the only thing I don't want to see. I'm a big boy now. Not another 10 gate though, so I'm happy. That's all we were hoping for, is to get out of 10 gate. And now that we got this developed, I'm gonna knock this down, I think. He turned the Newgate sideways. 5 for another Borso. Nine, 10, 11, 12, 13. I can get it out of it. Mine. Yeah, you can turn that sideways. You can't hit anything. Yep, the other Borso. Well, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. I think I'm going to play over the top of this. We'd have 2 2Ks. Oh, bricking a 2K. I'm gonna go 8, 7, 7, 9. And then I'm gonna Luna. And then I'm gonna follow that up with a Brook next turn. Drop the Newgate. We're swinging with the characters first. Can't believe you turned that Newgate sideways. That was such a bold choice. See what you got. Nothing? Okay. So now I've got 779 on board. And he's got a guy. I'm sitting on 3 stun cards. He's not going to be in this for a while. Man, Nami, I didn't think the introduction of Brook would just be so devastating for you, but man, it's not doing you any favors. 8, that's going to be the Moria. So he's going to get out this Perona. 20 of your opponents with a character of 6 or less cannot attack. Well, that's cute. Guess I probably shouldn't have put all of it there. I should have gone 999. That way, because he's going to stop this from attacking, I guess. I got a little ahead of myself there. But still, I guess 7 is going to be 2 cards out of hand. And then 9, that's going to be more. Yeah, like he's going to have to get like really good triggers. Oh, he's going to try and get out of it. No, he's just using leader ability. Yeah, but are you going to stop? You have to stop this. I think I kill you anyways. Ooh, apparently not. You gotta stop them both. No, it's just math at this point. You just die now. GG. That was a rough one for you, my man. I don't know. I haven't been losing to Nami like at all lately, though. Like, this is just rough on them now. Yeah. Robin protected against everything. Double attack with the Zoro after the Brook. I played that one a little loose, but we were fine. Unfortunate. GG to my opponent. What do you guys think I'm doing right? What am I doing wrong? What do you guys want to see? This is just me climbing the ladder. We've gone undefeated now like 10 or 11 matches in a row at least. So I don't know. I'll show you guys when I lose. I really will, but it's been a heck of a run. All right, I think that's all I got for you, though. So if you guys do me a favor, like, comment, subscribe. Here's the deck profile, and deck list will be in the description below. I hope you guys enjoy. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so we just played those 2 matches against Nami back-to-back in Ranked, and we were running the boy, Monkey D. Luffy. Here's the list, and as a comprehensive breakdown, we're just going to run through it real fast. Our leader ability, as long as we have a Dawn underneath them, you can use up to 5 Dawn total to give our leader or one of our Straw Hat Crew type characters plus 2,000 power for the battle. Really good for each one of those rested. We've got a 1/2/1 in Jewelry Bonnie. It's a top 4 search for Straw Hats. Really good. We've got a 1/2/1 in Monkey D. Garp. He looks for at the top 4 and finds a 3 or more. So it's most of our deck. We've got 4 of the Sanjis. I'm running more than the average bear, but I found that this is just really good having extras here. I've chose to go with the Sanjis over the extra Laboons just because I'm running more Robins. But it's a good 2k, and it gives us our characters unblockable as long as they have 6,000 or more power, and you can use Dawn to mess with that if you need to get one of your little guys up higher. And then, of course, we've got Zoro, a 7/9 brick. Gives our leader plus 2,000 power till the end of our opponent's next end phase, which is just makes us a 7k, and then, you know, our leader ability still works, so it's rough for them to deal with. And you saw he's just an activate main. If our opponent has a character with 8,000 power or more, this character gains rush, and so we just kind of body a lot of our opponent's characters from the mid game, and then we set him up later with Brook, like you just saw, it just destroy people with that double swing. I'm running 2 Laboons. I've debated putting this up to 4 because we lose so hard to removal, and I like Laboon, I really do, but he's not searchable, and he was causing too many of my draws to whiff, so I went with Nico Robin instead. It's a 3/4/1. If our Straw Hat crew character would be removed from the field by our opponent's effect, I can rest 1 Dawn card instead. It's a once per turn. Laboon is not a once per turn, which is what makes it so good, but there's so many things that interact with 1 cost that I don't like it. Robin being a 3 cost 4,000 makes it much harder for our opponents to interact with, outside of green decks and the like, trying to rest things, or even the NLs. But it's still harder for them to remove because they have to commit real swings into it. But it's searchable by both Bonnie and Garp, which makes it much more feasible to find than a Laboon. Laboon I just have to find. He's a good 2k, and he's really good in anti-removal, which is why we have it. So I've kind of decided I like 6 anti-removal cards in this particular list because we lose so hard to it, so that's why it's there. And then a 4/5/1 in Usopp, which is just because our leader has Straw Hat crew type, we get 2 Dawn active at the end of every turn, which is just crazy good. Like you guys saw in the matches today, I just left him on field. I didn't even swing with him a lot because he's so vulnerable to people attacking him so hard, and I can't just choose to take a life instead, so it's better if he just stands up and we get the value that way. And then we've got 4 Namis, a 4/2/1, just sets 2 of our opponent's characters with 8 or less, has rested, and then 5 Dawn at the end of every turn, and is a blocker. It's the only blocker we run, and it's good enough. And then we've got 4 copies of Sanji, a 5/7 brick, sets 2 Dawn as active on play, and 1 at the end of every turn. Really solid for just keeping up our defenses. And then a 6/7 double attack Luffy. It's a brick, but it sets 4 Dawn as active on play, and then we can't play 5 or more characters, but that's fine. That just means we just play either an Usopp or Robin or the like, just to make sure that we can get those Dawn and get them used. And then, of course, we've got Brook, and you saw how devastating that was to our opponent. A 6/6/1. Rests 1 opponent's cards. That's a Dawn, leader, character, anything. And you saw it, we just dropped a new gate with it. And then we can trash this character because our leader has Straw Hat crew type. We get to set 1 of our base costs of 8 or less is active. That's all of our attackers. It's every single one of our characters. And then we'd swing twice. So a double 9 or a double 11, depending on how much Dawn you put on this, because you can put Dawn underneath these. So play this for 6, put the other 4 here if you feel like it. You can swing for 13 twice. And it's just really brutal. And so I found him to be so good in the Nami matchup, and I've underestimated the power of Brook in that matchup, and man, it makes a difference. Like, you shouldn't, 1 card like this should not make that big a difference in that kind of matchup, because it's so grindy and they heal and we're tanky, but the ability to just say, hey, I'm going to drop 1 of your new gates and swing at you twice for a 13 or like 11 if I put it all here, because double attack, like you saw, is really good. I did misplay a little bit there at the end. Be nice. I got a little ahead of myself. I was so excited. I was like, oh, perfect. They did the thing I wanted them to do. What I should have done in that instance was probably put 2 Dawn under my leader, swing 7, and then 7, and then 9, and 9. But I really just wanted to get after them with the double attack, because if I could drop them to 0, I was pretty sure I could just win. But they had the 2 Perona triggers, so is what it is. And then 3 copies of I Know You're Strong, so we'll go all out from the start. It's just a rest 2 Dawn and 1 Dawn for the cost, so it's a 3 Dawn rest. Keeps 2 of our opponent's 7 costs from getting back up. It's the early game version of Luna. In our hand, because of the way our leader ability works, it's just a 1k, not super great. 4 copies of Charleston, because it is the best card for the deck, a 2 cost, that if up to 1 of our leader or characters gains plus 4,000 power, then we can discard a card and set 3 of our Dawn as active. It introduces an extra it turns 2 cards in our hands into 2Ks, itself and 1 other card, so like our bricks, and then it also turns an Extradon up on play, making math really hard to kill us. We're so tanky. And then 4 copies of Luna, 3 cost. All our opponents' rested cards with 7 or less will not become active in our opponent's next refresh phase. It's just devastating. So you do want to play this first and then follow it up with this. And the trigger is rest up to one of your opponent's characters. It is the new it's the new version of the old yellow Capone Gang beige trigger. Just rest one of your dudes or they can't attack. Now we just rest an opponent's character. No cost restriction. Just say, hey, by the way, you're not killing me this turn. I'm going to drop your 12k. We don't need to deal with that. But you guys saw, it was just pretty textbook. We absolutely annihilated them. Like, it used to be so much harder to beat Nami, and now it's almost easy. It's crazy. I don't know what happened. I don't know if their list changed or I got better or what happened, but like now it's just, this Brook is just like, your new gates are just not a problem for me anymore. I don't have to even, like Dead Man's Game was for 4. And I used to play the 3-cost Nami and put 2 Dawn underneath my leader. Now I'm just playing the Brook, which is more expensive, but I do get double attacks and a blocker out of the way. And apparently it just makes that big of a difference. But there you go, ladies and gents. Let me know what you think. What did I do right? What did I do wrong? Do you guys want to see more Monkey D. Luffy? Do you like the ranked matches? I find that they're much higher quality matches, but I can't accumulate whatever type of matchups you want. I have to just kind of, whatever I get is what I get. And I can't play 500 matches just so that I can get the exact leaders you guys want. But we do tend to get more high quality matchups. So let me know what you guys think. I think that's all I got for you, though. I hope you guys are having a great day. Thanks for coming along for the ride. It's so cool to see how many of you are willing to sit down and watch me play a card game. All right. Catch you guys later.